Hello, friends. I am your friends KK Chanchal. Let us know about the current affair. First, Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri launches e-Sampada web portal. First point, Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has launched e-Sampada, a new web portal and mobile app of Good Governance Day. Second point, a new application provides a single window for all the service, including on an allotment to over 1 lakh government residential accommodation office space, allotment to government organizations in 45 office complexes in 28 cities, and booking of 1,176 holiday home rooms. Next point, the portal provides online facility to users across India to large complaints, submit documents, and appears for the virtual hearing. Next point, this is a significant step toward the promotion of e-governance to enhance transparency and accountability in providing various state service like allotment, retentions, regularization, and no doubt certificate. Next point, the real-time information and on ultimations of assist and delivery of service will facilitate optimum utilization of resources. The next point, the automated process will minimize human intervention and will lead to greater transparency. State news. Second, Punjab government launch mobile app and web portal PR Insight. First point, Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh has launched mobile application and web portal called PR Insight to improve the delivery of citizen-centric services based upon the feedback of its citizens on government's policies. Second point, the basic objective of PR Insight is to originate the exciting scheme and programs of the state government to the people's satisfactions, offers meticulously monitoring the feedback. PR Insight application has been developed by the Information and Public Relations Department to providing a single repository and dashboard of all the news articles and social media posted of the state. Important takeaways for all competitive exams. Chief Minister of Punjab Captain Amrinder Singh, Governor BP Singh Badnor. Third point, Himachal CM unveils 18-feet statue of Vajpayee in Simla. Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur has unveiled an 18-feet tall statue of late former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on the occasion of his 96th birth anniversary at the historic rise in the state capital. Second point, the statue has been built at a cost of Rs 1.08 crore. The rise Madon also houses statue of Mahatma Gandhi and former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Important takeaways for all competitive exams. Chief Minister of HP Jairam Thakur, Governor of HP Bandaru Dattatreya. Banking news. RBI cancels the license of Subhadra Local Area Bank, Maharashtra. First point, the Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the banking license issued to Subhadra Local Area Bank Ltd, Kolhapur, Maharashtra to carry on banking business in India. Second point, the Reserve Bank cancelled the license of Subhadra Local Area Bank Limited Private as it has breached the minimum net worth requirement for 2 quarters in the final year 2019 to 2020. Third point, the fares of the Subhadra Local Area Bank Ltd were conducted in a manner detrimental to the interests of its present and future depositors. After this, there are only 2 local area bank offerings in India. Example, Coastal Local Area Bank Ltd and is now Bhima Samruddhi Lab Ltd. Important takeaway for all competitive exams. Subhadra Local Bank Ltd Limited Private Company, MD and CEO Sanjay Agrawal. Economy news. 5. India RA revises India's GDP contraction to 7.8% for FY21. India Rating and Research has revised India's GDP estimate for the current financial year 2020 to 2021 FY21 to 7.8% from minus 7.8% from minus 11.8% estimated earlier. Second, this lower contraction rate is mainly due to the easing of COVID-19 curves and better than expected recovery in the second quarter. India Rating has also estimated the GDP to grow by 9.6% in 2021 to 2022 FY22. Business news. 6. DFC to invest USD 54 million in India to support critical infrastructure project. The United States International Development Finance Corporation DFC has announced to invest $54 million in India to support the development of critical infrastructure project in the country in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Second point, the DFC will invest this $54 million in equity for the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund (NIIF) in India. NIIF will use this capital to support economic growth and address critical development challenge in the country. This financing is part of NIIF's final round of fund raising for the fund. Important key takeaways for all operating pictures. First, national investment and infrastructure fund headquarters Mumbai, India. Second, national investment and infrastructure fund founded February 2015. Third, national investment and infrastructure fund MD and EU. So that if liked all of you this video, then please like, comment and don't forget share it of your friend and your other member.